Well, I know I look disgusting in HD. I'm sweating. It's Sunday. Jesus, probably, or one of the others. Mohammed, Bill Cosby, whoever you worship. Welcome to Refreshingly Non-Epstein. I believe it's episode 12. I've no idea. Got my YouTube channel up here, and I've noticed 2 episodes aren't up. We're missing episode 8 and 10. 11's just been edited today and will be up. Refreshingly Non-Epstein on YouTube. It's already out on Spotify and Apple and all the rest of it. That was another 2.5 hour with Dave Flynn. They've been getting more common recently. I'm on my own today for a reason, and that's because basically I forgot to ask anyone to come and do it. And I didn't want to ask Dave again because it's turning into the Carl and Dave show. But we should have Rob Grubb on soon. We'll have Jack Hardacre and George Willoughby back. And then some other different guests. We will be going to Bushfest. I'm sweating, by the way. We're going to Bushfest at the end of the month, I think. I'm trying to get hold of the guy that runs it. He likes to drink. I hope he's not watching it, but he likes to drink. So Friday or Saturday afternoon or evening, I'll be on the 28th or the 29th in Birmingham at Hollybush in Cradley Heath, which is a lovely establishment. Did get shut down for 2 days recently for having rave music too loud, which apparently loud music also gives you the coronavirus. So I blame my mother and Microsoft for that. Really, I'm sweating so bad. This won't be a long one. I'm literally checking in. Can hear weirdos up there. So what's going to happen with the podcast is I'll be moving. Where are we? Or it might even be after Christmas, but at some point I'll be moving, and I'll be beginning to set up a decent studio space. And wherever I live after that, I will have a legit studio with cameras and lights and all the rest of it for all 3 people that watch and listen to it. So thanks for listening. Like I said, it is just me today. I want to get a couple of things off my chest. First of all, I don't know, whichever way I sit, I'm going to look like a fucking slug, aren't I? I ran 5k yesterday for the first time in a while. But honestly, I'm a slug. I'm going out again today because I'm gross. Russell Howard walked off stage at a gig. Don't know where it was. Can't be asked to look because someone was filming. Now, normally, I'll be on the comic side, but I believe he cut it quite short. This happens at every, especially if you're known in any way, this happens at every single gig. There's someone filming, right? So if you're trying out new material, we don't really want it leaked, it's fair enough with them on that side, but to walk off the stage and not continue the show, I think it's weak, to be honest, Mr. Howard. You ask him to stop. You ask the staff to get him to stop. You could ask them to delete it, but at that point it's kind of their property, even though it's your property. It gets weird. Or you get them thrown out and then carry on with the show, please, because people have paid money for some reason to come and see you. And I think that's a bit weak of you, but whatever is my opinion about it. Who knows what else has gone on. Ghislaine Maxwell has been, as we know, arrested. She is now trying to block certain documents come out. We've got at least 2 redacted names of people that have been fucking the kids. Bill Clinton and Al Gore. What? Bill Clinton and Al Gore? Something in my throat there, just like they did. I imagine it's them too. I think what she's going to try and do is turn in Wexner and Dershowitz, which is the Wexner being the CEO or whatnot of Victoria's Secret, and Dershowitz being a lawyer that was in that weird documentary, which in some ways was good on Netflix. I didn't do it. I didn't fuck the girls. He did. He did, I think. So I think what Ghislaine Maxwell will end up doing is giving them up. And this is called Refreshingly Non-Epstein, by the way. But fuck it. End up giving them up. But if she lives, they won't ever go upstairs. We all know. Come on, we all know this is intelligence services and blackmail operation and all that, but they'll go as high as they can. They won't get Clinton, they won't get Gore. Maybe after they're dead, which probably won't be too long. Robert Trump died today, didn't know he existed, Donald Trump's brother. People are being mean. They're like, good, next brother, please. Don't normalise murder of people that you don't like. It's weird. Vote them out. Yeah, could try that instead of murder. I don't know. I don't really care. Do what you want. I think they should all be killed. That was a joke. I hope this is recording. It's giving me problems. My little zoom here. Also, aliens. What? As you remember, there were 3 videos released about 3 years ago. They were leaked through Tom DeLonge into the Stars Academy. And you thought, who's this mentalist? One was called a gimbal, one's a Go Fast, one's Tic Tac. So if you Google gimbal, Go Fast, or Tic Tac UFO, you'll see the stuff that's actually recorded by fighter pilots, and it's kind of unofficially leaked in 2017. And then in the middle of the pandemic this year, I think in April or May, the Pentagon came out, and it should be called the Pentagram, shouldn't they? The Pentagon came out and said, yeah, they're real. We don't know what they are. There seems to be these regular incursions over military bases, daily, weekly. These aren't rare occurrences. And then you started hearing stuff in conspiracy land, and New York Times suddenly post an article saying, senators saying they found off-world vehicles or materials and all the rest of it. And they're looking for these special access programs that are studying UFOs that are hidden from senators and commanders, and the president doesn't know about it and all that stuff. And now they're just trying to make them more accountable. So yesterday, I think, or was it yesterday? In the last couple of days, Department of Defense in America released they will be setting up the UAPTF, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force, which I thought was already up and running, but maybe it's only officially up and running now. And it's a follow-on from ATIP, which was American Air Force Threat Indication Program or something like that. There's another one called ORSAP, I think. So, yeah, the rumours are there's going to be more newspaper articles coming out, and there's going to be this drip feed of information. Basically, UFOs do exist. The US may or may not have had materials or craft in their possession for 70 years, and things will get weird. So strap in for 2020 and beyond, I think. Aliens and Epstein. People that I was talking to Epstein about 5-6 years ago said we were all mad. There's no island where people are going to fuck kids. I think there might be. First time doing this, by the way. I'm filming this on my phone. Sound coming into a little Zoom thing here. That's my YouTube channel on the TV. I'm going to try and set up just better ways for the podcast to look. This isn't it. This is just something I'm doing on a sweaty Sunday after doing weights, and I think I'm going to go out for a hike today instead of running, because I went out for a run yesterday. I'm a bit inflamed because I'm old, but I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about making myself ache on a daily basis. In my heart, of course, that's probably vast amounts of cholesterol. I had a cholesterol warning about 10 years ago, and I ignored it. I thought what I'll do is, I was at the opticians, and I thought what I'll do is eat healthy for 6 weeks, and then I'll go to the doctors. That was my plan. And 10, 12 years later, I don't know, I've never gone back. There are some people around here trying to sing, and I'm sorry if you can hear that. You shouldn't be able to hear it too much on this mic. But you can't sing, guys. Oh, no idea what's going on. It sounds a bit cultish. It sounds a bit like Charles Manson, the Manson family, who, if you listen on audio, would normally be the intro of this, but I've been too lazy to put it on recently. So we'll see what happens with this. As I said, this was just a quick call in and rant about Epstein, even though it's not Epstein, and aliens, and whatever else, Russell Howard. It's not that important, is it? But what I've got to realise, I've got to stop being lazy and put episodes out. So even if it's just me, I'll do it. Those will probably just be shorter episodes. But as I said, Rob Grubb will be coming back. I think he was on an earlier episode. Let's have a look. He was on episode 6, called Very Bad Things. And he's a nice guy. And this time we'll get weirder, I think. 2 gigs. Done one in Southsea Bandstand, which will be discussed in episode 11, which will be coming out before this. I know it's out on Spotify already. It'll be out on YouTube tonight or tomorrow. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm probably not even in shock because I can't see. I should work on that. It's on my new Chinese spy phone, okay? I'm not calling them all spies. I'm not. But it's the Huawei spy phone. But it's good. I like it. I don't mind it. It's got a nice blue back, and the CCP now have my fingerprint. So central planning, please. More of that. Would be interesting. I am talking utter shit and even forgot the point that I started before this. Oh yeah, I did another gig in Eastleigh last Sunday near Southampton in my old stomping ground. I had sunstroke. I was drunk. Not really drunk, but just a sunstroke and sunburn and just out of it, and my mind went a bit weird. Not many audience turned up, and it got a bit actually quite funny in the end. And I believe that's Reckless Comedy. Lampoon Comedy was the first one, and Reckless Comedy was the second one. They're trying to set up these outdoor gigs on the South Coast, but now indoor performances are allowed, so we'll see what happens. The Gong Show at Smoke and Mirrors next month, September the something. I might be able to do that. If not, I might go and watch it. And yeah, Bushfest at the Holly Bush, which is 28th, 29th, 30th, I believe. Bank holiday weekend of August. Again, I don't know when I'm on. It'll either be Friday or Saturday. I think I've asked for Saturday afternoon, evening for my slots. I don't know if it'll be outside with no PA system or inside with a mic or outside with a mic. I don't know what they're doing because laws keep changing every week what we can do. But I think I'm just going to stay up Birmingham way for a couple of days and hopefully not catch coronavirus. It'll be a bit difficult because it doesn't exist. It's a joke. It's clearly a joke. My nan died of it. She didn't. She died 20 years ago, and I never went to see her on her deathbed, and I feel guilty about that, and always will. Sorry, Nan. It's getting emotional, isn't it? But yeah, so I'm going to try and take this little beast up to Bushfest and a couple of mics. I would hope I'll be able to get a podcast with George Willoughby and Dave up there, maybe some others, maybe some other randoms. I don't like asking people, that's my problem. So there should be a bit of content coming out of that weekend anyway. I would say check out my other podcast, Gentle Arrogance, with Sam Vickery. We're approaching our 100th episode. We're hoping to meet up. We're fucking both terrible getting together, but hopefully we'll be able to meet up and do a 100th episode in person. And as I said, down the line, I'm working on more sort of studio space type place, so we can have decent equipment and decent cameras and all that stuff. So both the podcasts I do at the moment, I'm hoping to set up more, will be getting a bit more professional, I guess, and trying to push a bit more into marketing. But thank you for listening, all two of you. Mum and Dad, don't, God's sake, why? I don't want my family looking at anything that I do digitally. Not that. That was my granddad with those kind of digits. I am sweating. I am going to go. I always say stay ethnic and stay black, or just stay ethnic at the end of a podcast. So I don't know if I should or shouldn't, given the recent, stay ethnic. I think we should all stay a bit ethnic. Cultural appropriation is it's a good thing, I think, as long as you don't walk around in blackface. I don't know where I'm going with this, apart from maybe a hate crime. But instead of that, I'm going to try and wipe the sweat off my forehead and go out for a walk or something. So yeah, stay ethnic. Thanks for listening. Check Refreshingly Non-Epstein out on... I have to change the name at some point. It's a bit of a mouthful. All consensual. Because, yeah, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, it will come up most places, Stitcher, and YouTube as well. So check it out, and I'm going to figure out why those two videos weren't on there. I think one was laziness, and the other one just got forgotten about. But this was a weird conversation with myself, so I'll definitely try and get a guest next time. Otherwise, it would just be me having a mental fucking breakdown at you. And I hate also the way when I point now, my hand just shakes. It's like I used to have still hands, and now it's just years of alcohol and drug abuse and mental breakdowns. I've just been getting fatter and fatter, guys. I'm going out for a hike, and I nearly said walk, but I want to say hike because it sounds hiking. Walking, hike. It's a walk. Let's face it, it's a fucking walk. That's it. See you later. All right. Thank you. Episode 11 will be up on video Monday, tomorrow, which is the 17th, I think, or tonight. And this will be up on audio also Monday. And the video will be later in the week. All right. See you later then. Bye. Let's stop being weird, Carl. Okay. See ya.